So, who's doing for a recap?
I'm not recording.
Fucking.
Hit that play button.
Alright, now I'm recording.
Alright,
Welcome back to Roll for Seduction, where we fuck up.
Again.
Always.
What are you talking about? It's all gone according to plan. We got the airship.
It's
We've got the
broken.
woman's hand in marriage. We're going to down
Not really.
Stronghold, and now we're going to become king in the mountain. How's this not
Yeah.
going? How's this all going off the charts?
I
All
can't.
going to plan.
Because
Let's
Luna's
insert
gonna
a
lose her
montage
shit
here
and kill
of how many
everyone.
times the Roll for Seduction team is fucked up.
The
Every-
turd awful one.
how many episodes are there?
Oh. This
like
would be the
12?
12th, 13th?
Yeah, probably,
14?
probably about,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember last time
Oh, no, man.
he was going on about how
It's just another dowie day, told Forik.
Speaking
Alright,
of, let's recap.
Yeah, how about Tho can do the recap this time? See if someone
Nah,
can pay
Yeah,
attention.
Fo.
I can't
Yeah.
Come on,
remember
folks.
shit.
Yeah.
Campaign,
Come on, Fo,
remember what
recap.
happened.
No.
What do you mean, you know?
I
I
can
can't
probably
remember
probably
anything.
summarize it if I remember.
Unfortunately, Solera has died from Alzheimer's.
Forgot how to breathe. Oh no.
You die from that.
Remember, Alzheimer's
Yeah,
is a
you
very
can
serious
die from
disease.
that.
Care about your elderly. It's important.
If anyone
yeah.
that you know has been
Suffers from-
affected by this stream,
Affected by this stream.
it's all
Yeah,
Ranjit's fault.
if you've been affected by this stream, boy, have you been affected by the others. Anyone remember the King of the Mountain? King of the Hill? Ooh.
King of Ill.
Some dark shit
Right.
there.
Solera
So
definitely.
do we
Thorpe
Thorpe.
Swinger, D&D.
should we recap what happened last session then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so last session we ended up making our way to Green Camp. We started off at Green Camp?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were at Green
Yeah.
Camp. Green Camp, that seemed to be the most, at least as far as we could tell, that was the most sophisticated for an orc tribe, the most sophisticated camp, the most
Pretty well off.
progressive camp. They've all dyed their hair pink, I suppose, and they're all Me Too, I guess. But they seem to have been outfitted by all of these gnomes. They've got all this kind of gnomish technology. There's this like magical kind of sphere, the scrying sphere, I
with
think, right?
surveillance sort of thing.
That's kind of orbiting around the camp, kind of like it's kind of like a CCTV for like the gnomes in the Dwarven Stronghold kind of look. It's kind of like getting like a pay-per-view of a sporting event for gnomes. They get to just look and be like, oh yeah, go green team. I got 5 fucking, I don't even know what the currency is. I got 5 fucking diamonds. Yeah, got 5 gold pieces. There we go on green team. So these guys seem pretty kitted out. We went in there, and we'd already made friends with the green team in the previous session when we met up with them. It was a pretty simple persuasion check. The green team tribe that we came across were pretty easily swayed by us going like green team rocks, and they were like, "Oh yeah, green team," and then they
That's
fucked
fair.
off. So we made a quick easy alliance through that. How did we do this? I remember Eleanor standing on Thoric's shoulders. I wrap my green cloak around them, so we pretend to be an orc.
You pretended to
We
be the
pretend
king.
we pretend to be the
Yeah,
lead, the chiefy chief. Pretend to
yeah.
be chiefy chief of the green tribe, and it succeeded to an extent. And we were able to kind of have a look around the green team, the green tribe's stash, and in there we found a bracelet, and we found like a big ass like a motorized sword, right, or hammer,
The
Yeah.
fucking
something like that,
rocket
motorized
sword.
axe, something like that, yeah. And I think Solera got a pet goat, something. I think Solera got a pet goat.
the pet goat.
And we found out that the real Chiefy Chief was actually working on our airship that had been crashed into desert because of the Pink Team.
Yeah.
Pink Team boarded on our airship and was starting to fucking it up. And so Green Team was fixing it up, looking to reclaim it for themselves, I guess.
Good
So,
thing
all
those
right,
guys
fuck-
are now extinct.
Fuck that noise. So once we got our goods from the Green Team's camp, we ended up going over to our airship. where we did in fact see the real Chiefy Chief working on with his subordinates working on the airship. Now we already
Fucking
made
rocket
friends with these
hammer.
guys. Yeah. So he's got this rocket hammer and he's just going full charge, like fucking, and he's just like smashing fucking chunks out of this airship and making a real good work of that repair job. It's kind of like one of those sort of situations where you see it's like there's a dent in the bonnet of a car and this guy takes a hammer to it and he just smashes the fuck out of it eventually over time, trying to like hammer it all out so it's smooth again, kind of like that, but with an orc and hammer. And then I think we managed to get we were able to kind of like help the orcs. We persuaded like, oh, we'll help you make the repair the airship. We all took different areas of the airship. Silver tried to sweet talk the Chiefy Chief, I think, like, oh, what big hammers you have and all that jazz. I think Luna and Eleanor were sitting on a rock, kind of observing us.
We were rock buddies.
Yeah, and me and Wolfie were kind of like being super sneaky on the ship. Forok made a friend with one of the orcs, best friends even.
And then
Oh
ended
no,
up
that poor orc.
Forok ended up battering him with a rock, I think, or something like that.
Yeah,
Smacked the shit out of
you
him.
just murdered him.
And so we were slowly kind of like assassinating the worker orcs one by one until eventually it was only the chief left, and where we kind of like just encircled around him. We were like, "Fuck it, charge him!" And we just kicked the shit out of him. And I think we got his he had like a kind of like a whirlwind motorized kind of like axe hammer thing as well. So we ended up taking that as well. I think the airship's still bollocks. Fucking dog. I think the airship's still bollocks. So we ended up saying, all right, fuck this noise. Let's head towards the, because we landed pretty close towards the Dwarven Stronghold in the north. So we ended up leaving the airship, and we ended up heading to the Dwarven Stronghold. Some time passes. We end up making our way to the entrance, where we're greeted by Toby, the pink-haired gnome who was also the pen pal friend of Princess Rose. The whole, the big royal family of the whole of Icarus, I believe, right? Like the whole of Icarus, that royal family of all of Icarus. So yeah, so previously we'd been given a mission to head to the Dwarven Stronghold to check in on Princess Rose's friend Toby, the pink-haired gnome, who I think had stopped writing to her for some time, which caused her to get a little bit worried, and hence the mission. So we find him. He seems to be a bit of a, I think he was a bit of a skittish gnome. Like, oh hi, yeah, follow me, no time to waste. Let's go. Yeah, I'm thinking the new leadership under the mountain has kind of got the halflings and the very very smallings in a bit of a skittish state. Where we get escorted by Toby into the throne room under the mountain, and we see this big bearded bastard. And there was some fucking dwarf in the background rocking out some sexy mama jams on a guitar and shit. Bow down and kill you, fucking nigga. And that was pretty much where it left off. We have no idea who this king is, but we kind of get the sense that he kind of, well, at least I get fucking John, kill that dog, man. I get the sense that he kind of rules the mountain with a bit of an iron fist. His word is law. And any deviation kind of like, yeah, I don't think there's any trial process or anything. I think it's instantly met with, off with his fucking head kind of situation. So
or
yeah,
basically
and,
talking to the king of Wonderland instead of the queen.
Pretty much, yeah. We're here.
Yeah. There was it. The queen was Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts.
Yeah.
Queen of Hearts. Yeah.
He can be the king of spades.
King of Stone.
Yeah.
King of Stone.
King of Down. So yeah, that's where we left off, and
Oh my God, he's the Rock King.
I like it. So
Kill me.
Yeah.
take it away, DM.
Alrighty, so you guys had been brought before the king, which is not Thorok's relative or father, I believe.
Yeah, Thorok announced, kind of like revealed that he was a part of Dowie royalty, but he'd ended up leaving his clan because he him being a stubborn dwarf thought that dwarves were too stubborn. So his stubbornness kind of led him to be like, no, you guys are too fucking stubborn. So he goes off and does his own thing. And yeah, I guess does Fork recognize this guy?
Thork has never seen this guy before.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh.
Not
So are we
in
looking at?
kindergarten.
So are we like looking up at him right now?
Yeah.
yeah.
That
Wait,
you guys
this is
have
our
been
view
brought
point.
before him.
Oh wait, is there music playing? I don't know. I might have muted the.
Survival clan, but not recognizable.
Someone snuck
Because
up.
this is Thorok's home mountain, I think.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
our big boy home.
But his dad's not on the. Daddy Thorok isn't on the chair.
He is not.
This dude.
So, you've been brought before the Dwarven King sitting on his throne. So you're in like this like really big chamber. So looking up, it extends all the way up to the roof of the mountain. There seems to be a little fire around. This guy seems to like things a bit warmer than your daddy did.
I don't remember the throne room being well lit up like this.
So
Yeah, is
It's
it
ready
warm
to be
in here?
dark. Is that what this is?
So, before you use the king, pretty big for a dwarf. He's still not as tall as, say, a human, but you'd call him a pretty big dwarf. Is it really built?
He's wide.
Big red beard and seemingly unnaturally golden eyes as well.
Oh, fuck. This is giving me...
Oi! Who bloody hell are you?
Oh,
You
is
don't
that
look
your
like
dad?
your dad.
Oh,
Silence.
okay, never mind.
I will
Okay.
be answering, asking the questions.
Okay.
I'll be answering
Don't
those
worry,
questions.
Silence! I'll be answering questions.
Yeah.
What was the
He has a
question?
pretty-
I'm King AMA.
he has a pretty booming voice. It doesn't seem to be, I'd say it lighthearted at all.
The serious
yeah.
Sally.
His voice doesn't seem to have even a hint of friendliness. Especially looking at Thorok as well. He doesn't
Is
quite recognize Thorok himself.
Is that how you greet fellow Dowie?
You don't look like a dwarf to me.
You are
What
missing
are you
almost all
talking
your hair.
about? And
You look like
I kind of stand next to Wolfie and I kind of just like gesture, like, what do you mean I don't look like Dowie?
Look
To
more
be
like a
fair,
naked mole
I
rat.
break
to
my
me.
neck to look up at the elf.
Ah,
Yeah,
Well,
you look
I
more
mean-
like a naked mole rat.
yeah, that's...
Well, life on the road. Not that you'd know anything about it being stuck in your mountain or that. Life on the road's a little bit tough on the Dowie.
You're correct. It's my mountain. Now, what are you doing here?
We're just here to check on Toby. What's up? We were told you needed us. Or something.
Why?
Ellie's speaking Dwarven this whole time. She's just switched over now. What?
And-
Why? Because he's a cool... Look at him, he's so cool. Hey, Toby, do it. I don't know, show him how cool you are. He's
The Dwarven King sort of like moves his gaze towards Toby, and Toby seems to like visibly like begin to shake. You're just like,
cool. Oh, no.
Aw.
Ellie kind of like, okay, he's fine. We just, we're old friends.
why have you come for my
To
sister?
check on because we.
I should be asking
I already
you.
asked that
Yeah,
question.
bloody thing, like, fuck you think you're doing sitting on my chair?
Your chair.
You're king.
What makes
My chair. Well, with technicality, my dad's chair, but you don't look like my dad. He was about half the height of you, but double the width.
Wow.
Oh, him. He's not around
boy.
anymore.
You bloody mean he ain't around anymore.
I exiled him.
Exile.
You what?
Exile.
Hmm.
For what?
To where?
And why?
Away. And he like breaks a bit of a smirk as well.
Okay, but why
Yeah.
though?
Well, this is my mountain, my throne, and my gold.
But it was originally his, so how could you exile
And
it?
now it's mine.
Okay, but why though?
No. I'm asking the questions.
But why?
He doesn't seem to be very happy with you.
Oh no.
I kind of tap Ellie on the shoulder, like maybe
Yeah.
you should stop.
Okay, fine. Ellie like sticks her tongue out at the big dude and just goes quiet.
So where the bloody hell's the rest of me family then?
Oh. Yeah, them. They're gone.
Oh no.
Sort of like just
Yeah.
brushes.
Are they also exiled?
Did you exile them too?
You could call it that.
Permanent exile.
What do
Oh
you
no, that
mean?
goes poorly.
They're dead.
Right,
I'm not
that's it.
answering
About
your
to blood enough of this. And Forik pulls off his sack beard and throws it to
Scruff!
the ground.
Let's go.
Right. You gonna tell me some answers? You're gonna put up your dukes, Virgin, and we're gonna settle this right now.
With that, he sort of like raises his hands, just like one hand, sort of like not really caringly, just like that. And you're greeted by about 10 axes to your throat.
Where the hell did these come from, White?
How by the guards? There's a bunch of
Oh,
guards
okay.
around.
And with that, Forik's just gonna kind of bend down and pick up his sack beard and put it back on slowly, but still kind of like still mumbling to so bloody bollocks. This.
Well, seeing as you've got us, where you want us, I guess. How can we help you?
By leaving.
I mean, why?
But
You seem kind of like, why
Then
don't
what
you
was
want us here?
what was the point in bringing us in here if you're just gonna tell us
Yeah.
to leave?
Toby told us you wanted to talk.
You wander around in my desert.
Your
There
desert.
are like 5 orc tribes out there, and the gnomes.
And they're lucky to be alive.
Then why haven't you
Kinda.
cleared them out if this is your mountain?
We killed like one of them.
I keep them for my own pleasure.
That sounds weird.
Who do we
I'm
kill?
sure you
Like
do.
we did your job for you.
Yeah, we totally wiped one of those tribes out. And a good amount of another one.
Well, how about, as thanks, I'll give you guys a gift.
Is it freedom?
It's
the
life.
exile?
It's
No, okay.
life.
Oh.
So, not freedom.
Sounds like a bullshit gift to me.
It's not the best.
You have till tomorrow to leave, and never return to this mountain. If I ever see you again,
You'll
it'll
what?
be an ashen.
If you're
Question.
saying that the kingdom is so great, why would you not want outsiders to see the greatness? Why keep
Yeah,
it to
right?
yourself?
What's
Yeah,
the
always.
We've
fun
heard
in not being
stories,
able to
and that's
show
why
up?
we're here.
Yeah, we've heard about you and your big, great, bushy beard, and the legends
Yeah.
are true. It's fantastic.
It's
Like,
bollocks.
wow.
He seems to like, quite like compliments. He's like stroking his beard, sort of like this fiery red beard. It almost looks like interwoven flames.
Ellie
And
gives
we
Samira a
would be
fist bump.
remiss if we didn't get to see the rest of this dwarven ingenuity. The castle.
Yeah, why not, give us a tour?
How about I give you a day? You have till tomorrow to leave,
But that was already the deal.
and that's how it will stay.
Fine.
With that, he sort of like waves you away.
Wait,
and
hang
starts
on, what's
to, like,
your
grab
name?
against you.
Oh no, never
So
mind.
starts dragging you out.
Name's
Wee.
Dickhead, the Dowie.
Dickhead the Dowie. Okie doke. Nice to meet you, King Dickhead.
Oh no.
He lives here. She's gonna take Thork's word and assume he knows it.
Yeah.
And with that, you're sort of like pushed out of the throne room and into.
Is Toby with us?
Yeah, Toby's come along.
Sorted.
So,
Right, so I'm gonna turn to Toby. Like, right, it's clear I'm gonna get out from him. What the bloody hell has been going on since I left, Toby?
so shake. Well, your dad's gone.
You don't
Ah, I
say.
know that! I know
Oh,
that!
yeah.
He lived on that bloody chair! Where is it gone?
I don't. Right. It's not right.
What's
So
not
we
right?
don't know.
Yeah.
This is
we
this.
need you to-
Right, don't
I
feel
saw
like this
I saw the
today.
thing. I saw it.
The thing.
Thing? What bloody thing?
I saw the thing, and he's just sort
I'm
of
gonna grab
freaking
Toby,
the
pick him up,
fuck
and
out.
shake him.
No,
And just
no,
Toby, get yourself together, man. What
He
are you
sort of-
saying?
He sort of and,
Laura,
from the
good cop.
from the shock, he sort of just like passes out, and you feel some warm dripping liquid go onto your beak.
Holy hell!
And there we go.
It's
again.
been a while
God
since
damn
that
it,
happened.
The boobs are ruined again.
Just clean these bastards.
Every time.
He's passed out now, right? He's unconscious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so our only way of getting
Again.
answers is now passed out and wet.
Right, so I'm gonna pick up Toby and kind of like just throw him over my shoulder and carry him by like
Violence,
one
like-
leg. One leg's just hanging over my shoulder. And
Dragging him.
he's just dangling down my back on the other side. I'm hoping the blood going down to his head's gonna wake him up.
Don't know if
Um,
that's how it works.
So yeah, you guys
That's how it works here in the mountain.
are
That's how we cure hangovers.
in the middle of the Dwarven Stronghold. Its name's been long lost, and dwarves being a bit stubborn, they don't want to accidentally rename it something different, so they just call it the Dwarven Stronghold.
Probably
So
what I
as
would
you,
have called it.
as you can see, ooh, I clicked that. Give me a sec. As you can see, you are there's multiple bridges and different levels. Classic Dwarven engineering, so it looks pretty sturdy. It looks pretty, like, to outsiders it might look a bit haphazard, like these bridges can fall at any time, but Thor can tell they're nice and sturdy, well built. You're just as good. Just don't like get drunk and fall off the side.
Nah, you
Yeah,
could
you do.
ride a dragon into them bridges. They wouldn't
Yeah.
budge an inch.
Yeah, they're it's nice and big open, like fissure in the middle that sort of creates like the opening, where you can see all these different doors and
Ellie picks up a pebble off the ground, like drops it off the crevice and
Yeah.
listens.
jumping down, and you can't quite hear it. It just goes down deeper and deeper into what seems to be like a pit of like lava below, which is
You're
providing
screaming.
the source of light.
Yeah. You
Lovely.
just hear
Yeah,
one
that
kind of
we
like
do,
dwarven kind of like,
come
oh! you just hear, and then you just hear.
Guys, we need to leave. So Ellie kind of tells the story and is like, "Wait, so you used to live here, right?"
Aye, I used to live here, and that place that we were just visiting, that was my dad's chair. I don't know where he's gone. He never left that
So-
bloody chair, fat
She
bastard.
said that your dad's been exiled and the rest of your family is missing.
Let's say MIA.
Yeah. Do you guys
Ah,
have like
well.
a morgue or something?
Nah, if he exiled me dad and he's gone somewhere else, meaning he's still alive. The rest of my family, well, my dad's the bitch of the family, so if he's still alive, I know for
Ah.
sure that my mum's still alive.
Was he like a popular king? Maybe there's some supporters. Maybe we can find him and get some answers.
Well, as far as that goes, now I don't mean to speak ill of me fellow Dowie, but
But
I kind of have a problem with how we run things, or at least how we used to run things here, because
right, you kidding? This is all like stone and fire. This is totally your jam.
it is. But the thing is, that's all there was to it. They never wanted to expand. They never wanted to like grow or discover. They just settled. They just hoarded and settled. And so, as long as it weren't different, as long as it weren't strange and unnatural, that's the Dowie way. And I just thought it's got to be something more than that. So I left.
No wonder you left. Sounds boring.
Yeah, kind of sucky.
Yeah.
I get the feeling I'd be hated here.
Good thing we only have one day.
Hey,
Aye,
what could
we need
go
to
wrong
make,
in one
we need to make
day?
the most of this day. We need to find out who this fuckboy is on my dad's chair. We need to find out how he got there, and we need to figure out how to fucking take him off it.
I thought you said his name was Dickhead.
Well, Thor, you're more familiar
well,
with.
I heard somewhere that was his name. Aye.
Ah, okay.
You're more familiar with the politics of your race. How do you think we should get the king off his throne?
What do you mean?
Dowie politics. Well, the politics, that's a fancy
Revolution.
word for... That's a fancy word for where Dowie kind of figures things out on who should be on the throne. Whoever has the most power, win. Be it physically, or just in terms of numbers of support.
But
New
there you
question.
go.
Or any supporters of your dad.
The gnomes liked him.
Could go see. Maybe he's been exiled to the gnomes. That could make sense.
We could go to the gnomish quarter of
That
the
seems
Dowies.
like a really bad idea. Hey, let's exile him to the group that supports him the most.
Yeah, I guess.
I
that's
have a
fair.
worse idea. Hey, Thork, I hate to bring it up again, but do you remember the Fight Club?
What?
Well, okay, you kept boasting about dwarven strength, right? And you just said that strength was one of the ways to prove who's the better king. Why not
I
just
see where you're going.
challenge a Dowie, and
Yes.
a Dowie is obligated to rise to the challenge, otherwise he loses all reputation with his
But-
following.
So
Didn't
you
you just challenge him in the hall and he brought all the guys
Yeah, I don't
out?
think this
But-
Dowie play by
I don't-
rules.
No.
He's kind of changing the system.
So if I'm hearing what Mom's putting down, we could try and get the public to turn against him and then force him to agree to a challenge.
I say we take old Toby Maguire here and we head to the gnomish section of the Dwarven Stronghold and we find out more against more friendlier faces. See
There's
if
a
we can find
gnomish
some.
section.
Aye, no, the Dowie share the mountain with the gnome.
Huh? And here is me.
I
thinking
mean,
you were
obviously,
racist.
the Dowie have the lion's share of the mountain, but the
Nah.
gnomes are kind of got the more of the. I hate saying this, but the more brainy side of the matters of the mountain.
I would never have thought.
No.
Well-
Surprise.
So,
Aye, one of the Dowie secrets. You're kind of looking behind the curtain here. I don't know if I'm happy with it.
Thork is aware of like a tavern nearby that is frequented by the gnomish folk,
Hmm.
or at least it normally is.
What's it called? Or
The
does it just
Whistling
not have a
Wizard.
name? The what?
The Whistling Wizard.
The Whistling Wizard.
Alright,
I
yeah.
wonder. If he
And
came-
I know of one establishment here. Now,
Eh.
don't rib me over the name because, like I said, this is a gnomish establishment. No doubt we ever came up with this bullshit name. It's called the Whistling Wizard, whatever the bloody hell that means.
Sounds like a wizard that whistles.
No, it's over in the lower section. Is it in the lower section of the mountain or higher? Where is it?
Yeah, it's more lower. It's probably in the bottom third.
Nah, it's kind of tucked away in the lower section of the mountain. I say we take old Toby there, get him a pint of the. What did they drink again? I know it weren't ale. They drank some kind of crazy, colourful, fruity stuff. Crazy folk.
Pink Capricoscas.
Aye, we take him down there, get him crunked, and we get him to spill the beans. Maybe his gnomish concoctions will kind of stifle his nerves a bit.
And once again, alcoholism solves all our problems. Let's do it.
Ah, what do we think?
Yep,
I'm down.
that'll work.
Why
Yep.
not?
All right. Then.
Alright.
Gnomish section.
As you guys begin to descend, you see a few dwarves and gnomes here and there, but it doesn't seem quite as thriving as Thor remembers. And everyone seems to be giving you a bit of a cold shoulder or dirty look, even more than the dwarves normally do. They like to keep to themselves typically, but this does seem a bit unnatural. Like it seems to be a bit of uneasy feeling within the mountain.
Well, I never thought a Dowie would feel out of like a fish out of water inside a mountain, but today is the day I'm proven wrong.
There are fish here.
Oh, it's a what's it called? It's a
Yes,
bloody
yes.
Expression.
It's a
Yes,
euphemism.
they swim in the lava.
Wow.
Right.
So who's drinking? Because I'm drinking.
I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you want to drink this stuff that they're going to serve you.
I'll try anything once. She kind of totters over to the bar.
Oh.
And goes, Barkeep. 1,
So,
2, 3, 4, 5.
Are we even in the
Six
in
of
yet?
you
Are we in
find
the?
Yeah,
it.
are we
Are we
even
in
in?
the
You're not there yet. You're not there
We're
yet.
not there. We're kind
Never
of
mind.
observing it.
Find me a
Screaming,
barkeep.
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 She's just
Yeah, I
talking
don't-
to like one of the pulley systems or
I
something.
don't
Yeah,
remember.
it's like it's just like a house front. She's just yelling at it like it's a barkeep.
Yeah.
This
Can
is
I
awful
try
service.
And stop a bypasser and like, excuse me, sir. Where could you tell us where the wizarding whistling thing is?
Whistling wizard.
Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah.
you stopped a dwarven man.
Yeah.
Is to be, middle-aged, 200 or so.
Dwarves.
And he sort of just like looks at you, with a bit of a frown. He says, "No, I can't." He sort of
You're helpful.
rough, and sort of like
Uh.
quickly makes his way along this path.
Considering he has short little legs, Celeria's gonna kind of run after him
Yeah.
and
Just kind of
like
walk quickly.
walk with him. Yeah, and like
Just
what do you
donkey
mean?
kick him.
You can't. We're new here and
Don't-
we're looking for a place. Can you?
Don't
help
want
us?
to talk to any outsiders. Just want to do my work. Just not worry. Just
What's
dig
gonna
my
happen if you
hole.
talk to outsiders?
Dig my hole. No, alright, anything else.
Ellie shouts, "You're a coward!" after him in Dwarven.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't do that if I were you, little one. Calling a dowry a coward inside his own mountain.
I don't think he's gonna. Yeah, so
I
he's
know.
gonna
The-
gonna
The
leave
dwarf
him.
sort of like turns around and looks at Ellie a little bit, and you can see that he wants to start something, but he stops himself.
Ellie, I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to start the ground rumbling a little bit, and just go, "What? Too scared to give us some information?"
At the rumbling of the ground, like every dwarf and gnome, like sort of like clutch to the floor, like terrified.
Like cats.
Ellie's
Just
unflinching.
ignore.
She just grins at this guy.
Yeah, like
Ellie,
completely ignored Ellie's question. They seem a bit spooked.
Ellie, I think you should stop.
I think we should get out of here. We don't want to. I
Yeah.
mean, we already look. I probably look like the strangest dwarf that's ever been in this mountain right now, and I'm hanging out
You're
with
like a short human.
a blue woman, an elf, a goat, and a hyperactive child.
Hey!
This ain't a good.
Right.
This ain't a good look for us, right? I
Celeria's
suggest we
gonna
get
pat
to-
the dude on the shoulder and say, "Thanks for the help, buddy," and she's gonna bounce back to the group.
Ellie stops the
But,
rumbling.
No, keep going.
Hmm.
Nah,
Oh,
this,
it's
feels,
very-
this feels weird. This kind
Oh,
of
it's
feels like it's my
very
first time
clear.
here. I don't
Very
recognize
clear
this.
I
that
thought-
these
I thought
dwarves are scared
It
of
would be more
something.
lifelike.
Yeah, they seem a bit.
It
There's
usually
some-
is. It's normally filled with cheer and kind of dwarves greeting each other with headbutts and raised tankards and booming roars echoing all over the mountain. But right now, it's might as well be dead.
Thark, how long have you been gone?
Not long, probably like 3-4 years.
Long.
I mean,
That's
in
not
Dwarven
really-
years, that's nothing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nothing in Dwarven.
That's pretty fast for this to change so drastically. Something must have gone wrong.
Aye.
And look around how scared they are. They don't
Yeah.
even.
Something
Bother-
tells me Dowie
bother.
dickhead's got them on a tight leash.
Hmm. Well,
How
let's
about we
see if
find
we
These
can
Dowie
find
folks. Don't let these first impressions get to you. These aren't the Dowie that I know. I recognize them, but I don't at the same time.
Don't worry, Thorek. You give us the best representation of Dwarven kind I ever get.
Aw.
Of course I do. I ain't afraid of Dowie Dickhead. You'll get what's coming to.
Sure will. Okay, I guess we're heading
gonna
for that
head-
tavern.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys have made it to the tavern. Here's some nice like dwarven bard music to like seep out from underneath, but then you also hear a bit of like a muffled sound behind the door as well. So it's this big like open door. The gnomish language written on it, whirling wizard.
Nah, whatever that bloody sound says, I think this is it, if I remember.
Ellie
Yeah.
peers
We
at
can
you,
hear some muscled voices.
Muscle voices.
No, muffled sounds.
Muzzled.
Um,
It's just a
Muzzled,
dow. It's just
yeah.
a dab of ball gagging himself. This is just his nose just slapping.
Oh god.
It's,
The tables have turned, Downey.
it's a lot warmer down here as well, being closer to, I guess, like the floor of lava.
That'd do it.
So it's a bit more humid.
Not used to being down this low.
That's so nice.
I hate
And
it.
he's got like her big winter coat on. She's like, is it? Oh, it's kind
I
of hot.
hate it. I hate it so
Before it
much.
kind of lifts up his sack beard and kind of dusts himself before pulling that down.
So what do you guys do?
Guess we should
go
get
in.
ourselves a table, right?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm gonna find the coldest
busy-
place,
how busy
and I'm
is
gonna
it?
sit in the corner and do absolute fuck all.
Windows?
You haven't
Windows?
decided yet. You haven't
What
decided.
Luna's
windows?
become a
In the
corner
mountain
dweller.
tavern?
Oh, no.
What the fuck are you gonna look at?
Yeah, there's no
Rock
windows.
Cool. I don't know windows. Oh, fuck.
Alright, so you haven't
Bloody
gone in
court
yet.
people!
But you have to, do you go in? You guys
Yeah,
go.
sure.
Alright.
Yeah,
sure.
we're gonna go in. How
So-
busy is it?
So going in, it is pretty
What's the atmosphere like?
lively.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Hey, here we go. Now this is what recognize this. What's going on here, lads?
Time for the
So-
return of the fight pit halfwit.
Oh no.
Yeah, this seems to be a bit more in tune with Thork's idea of a tavern.
Aye, that's
bit more,
it.
bit more lively, but the
Hey,
the
can I get a
headbutts
waffle?
and the right hooks and the chokes, they seem to be a little more aggressive than normal. Like it seems like they're a bit less like friendly banter and more their frustrations out.
Wait, okay.
They
So Darius
seem to
gonna
be picking on the little gnomes a fair bit as well.
Oh
But
right, so Thor's
they're
gonna
putting up
walk
their
in.
dukes.
Aye, but Duke, so Thor walks in, he kind of sees this is a natural situation for a Dari tavern. He's like, hey, that's small. Wait a minute. That ain't right. What are you doing to that gnome over there? What are you doing to him?
Is that guy biting that other guy? Oh my god.
Oh, there is a dwarf in the background with a ball gag going on. There's just like a bunch of gnomes
Yeah,
doing
whale.
all sorts. So like, this ain't right. This ain't how it's supposed to go. Alright, all of you
Sorry,
pick
you
up a basket
sure
or
this is
something.
a
I don't know.
bar?
It might get a bit mental here.
Yeah, so,
So,
it seems
so
to-
Thork's gonna kind of like just kind of push fucking people squabbling to the side and kind of try and make his way towards the bar. Out the bloody way!
and all the way like Toby's getting like battered as well.
Yeah. I'm holding on to it. I'm holding on to his leg, and he's just kind of like dangling behind me, just like getting slapped around. Just this pink blur behind me.
Oh no.
So you
Like a
making your way to
metronome.
the barkeep, are you?
Yeah, I'm kind of like just get out the way, bloody hell, I got business.
So making your way to the barkeep, it seems to be a pretty average-looking female dwarf. She sort of looks at you, and she's a bit perplexed by your lack of beard, or at least a bit of hair.
Alright, so
It's the new
here's
question.
what Thork's gonna do. He's going, wait a minute, and he kind of just puts his head underneath the bar. He kind of takes Toby, right, and he's gonna kind of wrap his legs around his neck, right, and have just his head dangling underneath the sack beard. So he's got like this pink chin, this pink beard chin.
Like
going
a
on.
pink goatee.
Yeah. Now don't tell me you ain't impressed.
Oh my god, that is awful.
Oh dear.
I love it.
Yes.
Ellie, I'm gonna use disguise self to give myself a great big bushy beard.
What's Luna, or Laura, and Celera doing?
I'm just trying to stay out of the various
You're probably
fights
the
going
tallest
on.
person here.
I already
Yeah,
said what I was
you're
Like,
doing.
you're just towering over all these like midgets, just like, hey, dickhead!
Actually,
Just
that
throw
said,
each other
is
around.
Laura not really that tall in the grand scheme? How tall is Laura?
I think she's
Still
twice
taller
the
than
size than
Dwarf.
any of us.
Yeah, still
Like,
tall. Yeah, I suppose that's fair.
And then she
The
grew.
dwarf.
She
Yeah, and I
bit
grew a
as
little
well.
bit because
Oh yeah, you did. You got to that potion. You're now 6 foot something, aren't you?
Mm.
Yeah, that's
I don't
massive compared to dwarves and gnomes.
And Celera's
Yeah.
gonna pick
She's,
up
she's
her,
probably
her
kind of like
coat.
ducking her head in the tap, like, the fuck is
Oh yeah,
going
you've
on
still got the
here?
fucking goat.
Yeah,
and
so
then
yes,
Celera's gonna carry her goat, wrap it around in her coat,
What a
a cloak, I
fucking
mean,
narcissist.
and she's gonna move with like by the walls and try and avoid everyone, and go towards the bar.
And Luna,
Yeah, I'm
what are you
just-
doing?
Luna's looking
I
for
might be
the
towering over.
the coolest place away from everything and everyone, and just gonna sit there and like try not to die of the heat.
Unfortunately,
The
that
heat
place
is
does
good.
not exist.
Well, that
That
place is
is
gonna
all
exist
pretty-
somewhere.
You can like create a a puddle of water and just lay in it.
Basically.
Sorry, Laura. What were you saying?
No,
I
I'm
mean,
just. Yeah, I might be towering over everyone, but at the same time, it's like I just want to stay out of this and not.
It's like if you walk into a
Get
playground
bumped
that's
into.
like full of hyperactive
Yeah, that's
children.
exactly
You just
what.
kinda gotta-
And I'm just
You're
going.
You're
I
like the
don't
only
know.
adult standing in the
Can
playground,
I
a
use
kid.
thaumaturgy and try
Yeah.
and make the
Yeah.
ground shake again to see if they're also shaken by the
Oh,
wall?
Can I add my thaumaturgy to double it?
Yeah.
Oh
Could you
god.
imagine if that just adds a bouncy castle layer to this whole scenario? It's just
Oh,
"Hey,
and,
it's still
um,
going.
And can I
It's
like
still
create
going, but they're
Yeah.
just airborne.
and can I create water and just like douse the whole water and the whole floor in water?
Can I just shout enough because I'm quickly getting annoyed of all the noise?
Yeah.
Just
So
gonna get,
all
like,
you guys
Gandalf
sort of
voice.
do all that at once. You like make the ground shake,
Make it slip.
make it slippery. Alora's shouting. Unfortunately,
This just adds to chaos.
doesn't
Yeah,
really
yeah,
add
just
to
make
the
it-
chaos.
They're just
Yeah.
slipping on each other now, they're just
Down.
slipping and sliding now. It's
They
still
don't
going
really
at it.
notice the water because it's already filled with beer and piss. You know, there's not much
You're not
drainage
losing it.
in the mountain,
Yeah, piss and gnome tears.
and they can't really hear Alora over everyone else shouting and calling each other a dickhead.
Right.
Can I drop my shake and then use thaumaturgy instead to triple the
Raise
volume of my
voice.
voice?
Yeah, sure.
And just
Oh.
shout in Dwarven, "Next round's on me!"
And with that, everyone sort of stops for a second, like, and look at me, like, yeah. And they sort of go on.
But it's still going.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still
that's
going.
exactly what I wanted.
And I'm just gonna turn down like, oh, nice one. Fucking, you know you order them all a pint, they don't bloody forget that.
And with that, the dwarven barkeep turns to Torque and says, "On that note, would you like one?"
I guess I might as well now, because Stunty over here is paying for him.
Yeah, just the one for now.
Have you got anything that's, normie?
No, me.
You know, something that a gnome would appreciate.
Oh, I
Not
got
for me,
this.
I don't drink any of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Not
Give me
me,
some
I'm a
strong
man.
ale. Give me your strongest ale.
You want a strongest ale? Is that what you want?
And something gnomey, something gnomey.
Strongest know me.
No. Strongest ale for
again.
me.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then strong, something
Something
gnomey
a
for
gnome would like.
me gnome friend.
Alright, so with that, she pulls like a thick, like gloopy ale.
Aye,
Seems to be like
oh,
almost
slap it on the
hissing.
counter, mate. Slap it on the counter.
Yeah, almost hissing.
Oh god.
And with that, for the gnomish drink, she makes like a pink capacoska, which is like limes and raspberries,
Nice.
bit of vodka,
And
and like a lemonade.
Thorax feels the sourness from it. What is that?
Ellie goes, "I'll take one of those as well," and slides across it.
Oh no!
And
doing
she
me
picks
bad
up
yesterday.
a few silvers. She's like, sorry, that's gonna be at least 10 gold.
Takes the piss. I know we're in the Darby Stronghold, but prices were never that high.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately, due to taxes being
Taxes.
significantly raised,
Let me guess, that's Dowie Dickhead's problem, is it?
I assume you're referring to the king.
Whose name is
King? Yeah.
Okay.
This king.
Argath.
You know what? I know about. You call him king. Don't you know who I am?
Oh no.
Oh
no, he's
Actually-
the victor of this
Actually,
campaign.
he can. He can say that.
Don't you see this here ring? No, I'm not gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh no. I'm a bear.
And and for some reason, Thoric he's kind of like he's got used to the idea that he's kind of like in disguise this entire time now with the beard and everything. And he kind of just pulls off the sack beard and just reveals the unconscious gnome around his shoulders.